Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The play fake on first down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Now that's how you get a playoff game started for a defense. You come up with a huge sack like that, get this offense behind the sticks.
Back to their 11-yard line. It's second and long. Looking for a man. Caught by the receiver. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Big moment early in this playoff game. They face a third down on the opening drive. On the move now. Oh, incomplete. He's very lucky that was intercepted here on the opening possession. Like to have that one back. It's going to bring up fourth down. Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in the return. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They're going to run it. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's a target, and it's complete. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And looking to throw now on first down. Running back grabs it on the screen. Finding some room at the 25. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Fighting Illini as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So after pulling up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Excellent work by the coverage team. He's brought down after just a short return. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Handoff here from the shotgun. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down marker to set up 4th down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that first down marker.
They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling the faith he has in his guys.
And the Nittany Lions starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Now they call a run. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really...
The ball is picked off. Breaks into the open. Across the 40. And they'll finally bring him down after a huge return. The defense doesn't just get the takeaway. They set the offense up in great field position.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Looking to set up a screen pass here. Here he goes. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Illinois.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, gets the big lineman in front of him, all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Man, what a great effort by the tight end. Not only does he make the catch, but how about the effort there to break that tackle to pick up more yards?
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series, almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Using his legs here. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. It's a short completion of the big tight end. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Well, big decision coming up now for this offense. I think they thought they might get this 1st down, but now 4th and 1. Offensive coordinator and head coach talking about it. Are you going to go for it?
4th down. He's throwing for it. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. Creative running there. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position. Illinois has the lead here, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial 2nd quarter beginning right now. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Penn State. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Illinois sends the offense back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And the receivers got it. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Point snap to the back. Makes the catch for the defense. Breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Sims. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. Grab down the middle. It's Sims. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Now on 3rd down. He's running out of time here. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Well, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it, and gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
Good throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Becoming a long drive. The 9th play coming up. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. Important 2nd down play coming up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
They face 3rd and short here in the playoff on the 10th play of this drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Can he get there? The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up for the 1st and goal from the 8.
What a great route here by this tight end on third down, and the quarterback does a smart thing by looking for the big fella. Who's your best friend on third down? Of course, the tight end, and now we've got first and goal.
And he's brought down there.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
Second down and goal upcoming. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And now the defense able to bring him down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Chris, I really like this call. I know it doesn't work out, but just trying to catch the defense napping, trying to get the ball to the edge as quickly as you can. Doesn't work out, brings up a big third and goal.
They moved it to the 3. Now it's third and goal. Out of the gun now on third down. And it's picked off in the end zone. They bring him down, but a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? First down. They're going to throw the football. Lets it fly out of the wideout. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Short throw complete to the tight end. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. He escapes the pocket. Deep throw across his body to the left. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now a big decision coming up here on fourth.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. The fair catch made at the 30-yard line. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick this away to begin the second half. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. So the Illinois offense has back out on the field. Passing game's been on fire. The defense has had no answer for it. Let's see if they found some solutions at halftime. They'll bring it down right at the 30-yard line.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense, but they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
First and still going. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Trying to get the throw off, and he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Incompletion sets up a second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but we stopped short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to get this third down. Looking to throw again. Looks left and finds his target there. He goes down, but the important thing is enough to move the sticks and fresh set of downs. Illinois getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Gets rid of it on the move. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He can go. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. An inside deal now from the shotgun. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pulls it in outside the 10. He's still running. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown. Nittany Lions.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. But when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He's going to take off here. Passes the 40. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by a lead.
It's a fumble. Ball scooped up by the defense. They get him down after a short return, but a turnover created by this defense. Big moment.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but it's also recognized the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They're in the right place at just the right time.
The offense with 3 tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. Handoff from the shotgun. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. When the flag is out before the snap, the defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense starts with a 1st and 5 after that penalty. It's a quarterback keeper. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State, as the QB fights his way into the end zone.
Well, there it is, Chris. One of the most dangerous plays in college football, the option. What's even more dangerous, as a defender, you have no clue if he's going to pull it, tuck it, throw it. That time, he took it himself, fooling the defense all the way to the end zone.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. play action here on first down. Defense is coming after him. He's hit as he throws it. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Looks right for a quick completion. Puts the defender into the spin cycle and breaks free. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on second down. Here comes the handoff. Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Gets the first and still running. Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9.
Well, this defense seems to be confused. That's back-to-back big carries for first downs. They better get it together, or this could be an easy drive for this offense.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at 25. Play of the drive now from the 25. A draw to the back. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. That pass is no good. Incomplete to wrap up play here in the third quarter. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets while we have a chance. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? We begin the quarter with a crucial play, often setting up for this third down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and he cannot hold on. A chance at a fourth interception by this defense here today. Does bring up fourth down.
Oh, man, nearly a disastrous play there by the quarterback. Look at his facial expressions right now. He knows that he caught a break, trying to force the ball in there. He's going to have to make better decisions moving forward and work through his progressions to find his open man.
And that will pick up the first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Looking to scramble. They'll try a pass here. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Boy, when this guy gets out of the pocket and starts to create, you kind of hold your breath knowing what he can do. But how about the defense here? They did a good job of forcing him to throw and taking away the scramble.
Second down, we're going to throw it. On the move, looking deep down the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
But if somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown, there's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
And they'll set up with PAT. And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returner trying to create good field position. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Picked off, a crucial turnover.
Well, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And the offense trots back onto the field here. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Looking to throw it on first down. On the move now. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looking for a receiver. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Well, that's two straight incompletions. You'd hate for this offense to squander such really good field position. Let's see what they dial up here on third down.
Had a nice drive going here, but now it's third down and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. He's bringing it back. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Leaning on the run game here. Has the first down and more. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll mark the ball now at the 35.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. Do you think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest?
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He sends right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Playoff game's coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the fourth quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, just a really heads-up play by this receiver. Yeah, he maybe could have fought to get the first down, but I love the fact he got out of bounds. You save your timeouts, you stop the clock, the offense has a chance to regroup, and now you're in striking distance to get the right play called at the right time.
Comes down to this in this playoff game, fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, this is almost like taking a sack. Talking about a completion for a loss, every yard is precious. So going backwards, obviously counterproductive to say the least.
Catch made across the middle by the running back. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Pressure is coming. Looking deep down the right side. Touchdown, Illinois. This quarterback on fire today.
Chris, how about that execution? Great throw by the quarterback. The receiver does his job and then takes it into the end zone. And now we've got an interesting situation here. Late in the game in a playoff, do you kick the extra point to tie this up, or you go for two to potentially take the lead?
He does his job with the PAT, and this ballgame is tied here in the fourth quarter. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the return will be brought down. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Showed off his stiff arm, but nowhere to go. He's held to a short gain. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. Second down after that run on the previous play. Wants to throw it. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackle made after a solid gain. Spotted the ball for 31.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Oh, he makes the catch. He's in the clear. At the 10. Touchdown, Penn State. They have taken the lead with time running down.
Just so impressed by this offense. game on the line, they deliver and give them the go-ahead score. There's enough time, though, on the clock. Your defense is going to have to go out there and make some plays to be able to win this game.
PHC is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now. Set up at the 24. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. In the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.